Hey y'all, welcome back to Mood Gossip. We hope you're ready for all the drama that we have for you, because trust us when we say that things are going to get crazy. But before we get into spilling the tea, make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the drama on the internet. We're kicking off this week's tea with James Charles, who just can't seem to keep himself out of drama recently. And if you're not ready for the tea this time around, it's because James is accused of being a child groomer. As if Andreas and Tony weren't enough, people are now finding evidence against the beauty guru as well, when a 16-year-old came out against James with allegations. The boy named Isaiah said that he was excited when James started texting him at first because he was a huge fan. Isaiah went on to say that James started making conversation really sexual and started asking him for nudes. He showed proof of James asking him for inappropriate videos and pictures. The boy showed how James had sent him multiple explicit photos of his body, making him uncomfortable, especially because he was 16 and James was a 21-year-old grown man.
Sad to say that I can't even look up my biggest influence the same again.
Now, after his videos went out, the whole internet blew up.
Oh my god, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
With influencers like Trisha Paytas speaking about the whole drama and calling James a groomer. Now, James wasn't one to stand down. So he came out with an entire statement claiming that Isaiah had told him that he was 18 and that when James found out his real age, he asked him to keep their interaction a secret. I would never knowingly engage with anyone underage and put my life on the line for a few Snapchats, said James in his statement. However, the drama went on when Isaiah replied to James and said that both of them knew that James never asked him for his age, and Isaiah was the one who eventually blocked him when the beauty guru still kept asking for nudes after knowing that he was a minor. Yikes, the drama is getting real here. Since then, Isaiah has also posted screenshots of his social media platforms showing that his age was always in his bio, so there was no way that James didn't know. Since then, influencers like Keemstar have also gone on the record showing support for James's victim.
Two situations, and regardless if they lied about their age or not, James Charles most likely committed a crime.
Since then, James hasn't made any other comments about the whole situation, but we have a feeling that this drama might not end anytime soon.
I've now been accused of being a child groomer, and this is not an accusation that I'm going to take lightly.
Speaking of controversies, let's talk about Mikey Tua, shall we? It seems like Mikey just can't stay out of the drama because recently the influencer has been caught saying a slur in a live video yet again.
I told you. Also, I just got on.
Yikes, that's just not cool. While the TikToker has been receiving tons of backlash for his careless behavior, he hasn't felt the need to respond to any of it yet. Moving on from that drama, we have Bryce Hall, who has involved himself in some more beef. I mean, are we even surprised at this point? A recent paparazzi video shows Bryce in a heated argument, where he's asking the Pops to stop filming him at a restaurant. The video shows Bryce getting really aggressive, shouting and swearing at the paparazzi, who are just trying to do their job.
I'm not gonna put it, Bryce.
I've seen your guys' titles.
The video ends with Bryce saying that he doesn't want to look like the monster and that he respected the paparazzi for doing their job. The whole thing ended on a good note, with Bryce respectfully asking them to stop filming him and them agreeing. And to wrap up our drama for the week, let's talk about Danielle Bregoli, also known as Bad Baby, who's going on the record and exposing DR.Phil and the ranch where he sends troubled teens like herself, and she claims that the whole experience left her scarred because of all the abuse she went through. After her famous Catch Me Outside moment, Danielle is now exposing the facility, saying that she wasn't allowed to shower or change her clothes for days.
I did have a sore throat from being out in the cold. Now, meanwhile, when I was there, a murder happened. Like I said, they're old. All they do is say, okay, well, what's going on? And then they tell you a couple things that you should do to help yourself, but they don't really talk, man. So they wanted me to stay there for an extra 3 months just to with me.
Can you believe this?
Now, for the rounding thing, you were forced to sit in this little teepee thing for 3 days when you first got there. They make you light your own fire and stuff to keep warm. all night, no matter if it's hot, cold, whatever it is, you're out there. You can't lay down, you can't none of that. You have to literally sit up and just look.
In Danielle's IG stories, she adds to her allegations against the ranch. Manual labor is meant to be a main part of its treatment programming, but Danielle warns that none of it is actually the therapy the teens need. She continues to call DR.Phil out and says that he knows what goes on at that ranch and still keeps sending kids there. Are you just as shook as we are right now? While Danielle and a bunch of other former patients of the ranch are coming out with these allegations, DR.Phil has made no statement, which seems a little shady if you ask us. And at this point, the whole world is just waiting to see how this drama unfolds. Wow, that was a lot for a day, wasn't it? We hope the tea spill today was piping hot and just enough to keep you satisfied till we're back again with a new video exposing all the drama on the internet. With that said, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed watching and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more from us. We'll see you next time with yet another round of internet gossip. Until then, bye!